beautiful sight to behold. Lady Liberty standing majestically over the waters of New York Harbor. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan here alongside my colleagues Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke will be joining us from the sideline. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And the guys checking out Pekovic here. What can we expect from him?
And one of the plays we're going to see with him
Anthony, right side. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
A short time ago, Mike Woodson and I were able to catch up. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thank you very much, Doris. The defensive strategy guys being heavily enforced by the coaching staff.
and that's in large part because of the talent they have on that side of the ball. A lot of length, speed, quick hands. They've got a lot of ability on that side of the floor.
Well, when you've got the horses, you've got to ride them and let them run. And defensively, they've definitely got some horses.
Steve was talking before we got into that little segment there about playing them more, and it was 2 games last year, 2 wins. It's probably a safe assumption they've got a lot of confidence heading into this first meeting, Clark, this year.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they appear to be at opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of talent. But nothing's ever a sure thing, Kevin. That's why we play the games.
I like that. Good. Outside, Felton. Stoudemire setting the pick for Felton. 6 on the shot clock. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making. In his return to New York, I tell you, Raymond Felton looked to have his best season yet as a pro. He came in and made plays and filled the void left at the point guard spot for the Knicks.
New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Smith, the pass to Felton. From deep. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And Kevin, they overcame a very poor shooting night to win that game. You know, you're not going to be able to win very often with a percentage as low as theirs.
Yeah, no beauty or style points in that game, but they did hit the big shots when they needed to.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it goes. That's good. And while we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
He's clearly a big picture guy. I mean, it isn't really what he's done, but what the team has done. It's all about wins with this kid, and you have to respect that.
He's a competitor, no doubt about that. I mean, he doesn't go out and try to make friends or make highlights. He just comes in with one agenda, and that's just to win the basketball game every night.
And for Felton, I guess, just something in the water in New York. He's played his best basketball in the big city.
Yeah, he had a good run there several years back before he was traded to Denver as part of that Carmelo Anthony trade. And now that he's back in New York, Felton, once again, having a terrific impact on that team.
Felton off the pick from Stoudemire. Felton goes in. Deep 2 from Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Guys, we know it was a struggle last season for the Timberwolves, but against the Eastern Conference, they were pretty competitive. Nearly had a .500 record against teams from the East. Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Knocked loose, and they're on the break. Here's Miracle Man. It's rebounded by New York. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
On back to the Timberwolves, that's a marked improvement over how they've done, Steve, over the past few seasons.
Yeah, the last few years, that's easily the best winning percentage the Wolves have had against the Eastern Conference. They won't want to take much from last season to this one, but maybe that's something at least they can carry over and try to build up.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
And it's world peace missing.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Passes it to Williams. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Bargnani. Dishes it to Williams. The feed to Buttinger. Pass to Miracle Man. 6 to shoot. Williams attacking. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Williams has got his first points of the game. New York trailing.
What's interesting for me to watch with Mike Woodson as head coach in New York is the exciting floor spacing offense they started playing last season. In Atlanta, he'd been known for a grinded out isolation play style, but has actually tweaked his approach a little bit, and that's been impressive.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 5, the Knicks.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
The pass to Johnson. Rubio outside. He kicks it to Buttinger. Misses the three. And back to Mike Woodson, not a flashier, high-maintenance type of personality. He keeps it on the level, and I think, Steve, the players appreciate that.
Players definitely like that. He's very quiet on the sidelines, but not afraid to get in your face when necessary. And I think that's a really good temperament for a coach to have. In general, I think he's a guy who is very well respected around the league, and he did an excellent job with New York a season ago.
Rubio, the pass to Miracle Man. The dish to Johnson. Here's Miracle Man. Shoots a three. Excellent D from Udrich.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
World Peace dishes to Martin. Back to World Peace. Here's the three. That doesn't go either for World Peace. Timberwolves shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Here's Miracle Man. No good. Some solid defense from Iman Shumpert. That's tipped. Passes to Miracle Man. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Kenyon Martin.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. 5th in steals. 14th in rebounding. As for the assist numbers, not as strong for them. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of much better in that area.
Still, I think the key to their team was the steals that you talked about, because they were a team that put a lot of pressure on the offense. They got out and played the passing lane, tried to force turnovers, and when they did, they usually converted those into points at the other end, and that's one of the reasons they were pretty good.
And Shumpert kicks to World Peace. Battles through traffic and lanes. It in. And the Knicks lead by 1. Now, here's Rubio. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. He passes to Miracle Man. Here's Buttinger. That three off the mark. And here's Martin. And Udrich kicks to World Peace. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead. A three ball. And wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Oh, what a three at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note. What a big shot.
I'll say that'll put a little bounce in their step coming back out of this break.
See the show and make yourself heard. Come out and support your hometown Timberwolves. Multi-game packages still available to see Miracle Man, one of the best in the league. Come out and welcome our sensational new rookie.
And Prigioni kicks to World Peace. Anthony, covered by Brewer. Back to Anthony. Backing in, world peace. Excellent D there from Williams. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Williams and Love at the 4 and 5. Miracle Man is out there with Alexei Shved, and it's Brewer in at the small forward position. Shved, the pass to Miracle Man. Williams outside. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ione dishes to Shumpert. Pass to Anthony. Feeds it to Ione. Knocks it loose. Anthony. Pocket 6. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. The Knicks making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in. He feeds it to Shved. On the wing, Williams. Kicks it to Shved. Pass to Miracle Man. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, Kevin. Miracle Man in their last time out against the Thunder looked really strong. He picked up 18 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint them.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role. So he's in a good place right now.
Well, for Derek Williams, the number 2 pick in the 2011 draft, he didn't play huge minutes for the Timberwolves his rookie season. With Kevin Love out with the injury last season, Williams did play a lot at that 4 spot. And he was hoping for a breakthrough season, but just did not happen that way.
Now the pass to Miracle Man. Brewer. He dishes it to Shved. There's the feed to Love. He kicks it to Shved. Just 4 to shoot. He tries for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On back to Derek Williams. Built as a great scoring forward. Clark out of Arizona. You can see he has a nose to score, but the percentages so far haven't played out in his favor.
Kevin, only 43% from the field last season, a below-average rebounder as well, so to realize his potential, he's got to be more efficient offensively.
You know, after the surgeries and all the wear and tear on his knees, you wonder if Amari Stoudemire will ever be the same dominant athletic player as he once was. But remember, he's still a very skilled player shooting the ball, so Amari still with the potential to be a very productive player.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Timberwolves. Williams kicks to Brewer. Back to Williams. Dishes to Rubio. Miracle Man. Now Love inside. Rubio the pass to Miracle Man. Love, running by Stoudemire. Here's Miracle Man. Off target from 3-point range. And Amari certainly has missed his share of time on the floor, but when he did play last season, there were a lot of times Clarkie got it done.
Kevin, on a per-minute basis, he was as good as ever. I think in a reserve role, maybe controlling his minutes can help preserve his knees. And, you know, he's skilled enough to score even if he's not jumping out of the gym.
The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Ione. 1:06 left in the second quarter. World Peace dishes to Stoudemire. Passes it to Ione from past the arc. Good on the shot. And the Knicks lead by 6.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
The dish now to Brewer. Pass to Rubio. Feeds it to Brewer. There's the triple. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And Ione kicks to Stoudemire. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Miracle Man, the pass to Williams. Here's Miracle Man, guarded by Shumpert. No good from Miracle Man. Shumpert with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Smith dishes to Shumpert. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We're in the early stage.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Outside Williams. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Buttinger kicks to Pekovic. Left block shot on the way. On the perimeter, Amon Shumpert and Carmelo Anthony. Martin is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Felton in at the one. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Five to shoot. Makes the lead pass. And stolen by Pekovic. Outside, Martin. Pass to Miracle Man. Tries a three. Gets the bucket. Miracle Man's got 11 points. New York leading by 5.
There were only 3 teams in the East that had a positive record against the Western Conference, and the Knicks were one of them. When you have talent like this team does, it doesn't really matter where your opponent is from because you're going to be able to compete.
That's good. Buttinger's got his first points of the night. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Outside, Felton. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. He passes to Bargnani. No one near him. Offensive rebound. Here's Shumpert. Anthony kicks to Martin. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Well, Clark, as you mentioned, the Knicks against the West, when you had the offensive capabilities from deep that they did, Steve, you're never really out of the game. Yeah, you should know.
Well, they could just shoot their way back into games very easily, and it's what they did a lot of times against some of those teams in the West. But you have to play well against the West if you want to win your division, and the Knicks were able to do that last year.
Outside, Felton. He feeds it to Bargnani. That doesn't go either for Bargnani.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Pekovic covered by Anthony. Pekovic passes to Williams. Back to Pekovic. To tie. Kenyon Martin comes up with the rebound. New York's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. They get it back. The Timberwolves trail. Martin, the pass to Miracle Man. Baseline jumper. And again, it's Minnesota. And so here is New York. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Hey, Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
Last year was a tough season with impressive scoring numbers by several players, but this is the man who came out on top. Let's see how he stacks up this year.
Shumpert dishes to Stoudemire. Kicks to Udrich. Smith outside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
J.R. Smith, last season's 6th man of the year, averaging 18 points.
And there's the pass to Carmelo. Anthony left side. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, what a year for Melo. He just started so hot, and he kept it going throughout last season. Led the league in scoring and I think really became the superstar that he seemed destined to become.
Going back to Carmelo, the superstar, last season his jersey sales jumped to first, Clark, in the entire NBA.
Seemed like a good fit for him in New York. I mean, his star has been magnified there, but it's due to his play. And he embraces the expectations. When you think back to that game in April where he dropped 50 on the Heat, I think he's playing some of the best basketball of his career.
So on the floor for Minnesota, big men, Love and Pekovic. Martin is out there with Miracle Man, and it's Brewer in at the 3 spot. Stoudemire kicks to Felton. That one goes. Count it. Felton's got 11 in the second half.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Miracle Man, the pass to Martin. He kicks it to Brewer. No good from outside.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play. Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Felton dishes to Shumpert. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Rick Adelman gave to his team during that break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under them, guys.
Both free throws good from Love.
Well, Minnesota won 31 games last season, but only 11 of those came on the road. For a team that was battered and bruised heading out on a lengthy road trip is often a recipe for a losing streak, and that was the case for them last year. The injuries just really bogged them down.
Anthony with the bucket.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Miracle Man. Well, picking up again on the Timberwolves, road travel can be especially tough on them just given the geography where their home city is in relation, Steve, to the rest of the NBA.
Well, particularly in relation to the rest of the West, because, you know, there the Timberwolves are up north and kind of in the middle of the country. So they have a lot of long trips, but look, there are no excuses in the NBA. I mean, everybody's got their own adversity they've got to deal with.
Back to Love. Now the feed to Pekovic. Here's Miracle Man. Knicks with the rebound.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Felton attacking. Out to Stoudemire. Back to Felton. This one for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. Martin, the pass to Miracle Man. Into Pekovic. Outside for Martin. He dishes it to Love. Jacks up a 3. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Love. 10 points for Kevin Martin.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Martin kicks to Pekovic. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. So New York going with almost an entire new grouping. Tyson Chandler was checked in for Bargnani. Stoudemire comes in for Kenyon Martin. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Meta World Peace. That's Felton in for Hardaway. Felton off the pick from Stoudemire. Felton dishes to Stoudemire. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look, it's automatic.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's New York. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside Anthony. Dishes it to Chandler. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Martin kicks to Love. Back to Martin. Passes it to Love. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that terrible turnover.
You are picking pockets left and right in tonight's game, setting your career high in steals. Were you specifically focused on getting as many steals as you could?
Not really. I'm just doing everything I can to help my team win games. If that means asserting myself on defense, then I'm more than happy to do that. I've really been focusing lately on my on-ball defense, and now it's paying off.